Hi students, good morning to all. Today I am going to start new model, that is rapid application development model. Actually this model is used to develop a software product within a short period of time. If we want to develop a software in a short period of time, then we opt this rapid application development, nothing but RAD model. And the key objectives of RAD model are high speed, high quality and low cost. With low cost we can create a software product, or we can develop a software product of high quality with high speed. Then it is an incremental model. Next model is incremental model, what we are going to discuss. Then RAD model is also an incremental model which completely emphasizes on extremely short development cycle. I already told you that within a short period of time, if we want to develop a software product, then we choose this RAD model. That period of time may be 60 to 90 days. Then coming to phases of RAD model, actually in every model we are going to see this communication, planning, modeling, then coding and testing. Already we had seen the waterfall model, then prototype model, spiral model. In all that we have these phases like communication, planning, system design, and then coding, testing, maintenance. These are all the phases we have already discussed. Only the terms are going to be changed, but the actual process is all the same in all the models. Based on our software product, we choose any model in order to move forward to develop a software product. Then first phase is communication. In this communication, customer is going to give the requirements and the software developer is going to accept that requirements and he develops a software. He gathers all the requirements from the customer. Here software developer is going to gather requirements from the customer. Then second one is planning. Planning is nothing but we are going to do some planning from starting of the project to end of the project. The planning is nothing but we prepare some complete documentation of that project. In the documentation we mention size of the project, cost, maintenance, what are the resources we are using, and what is the error cost. All the planning is done in this planning phase. Next, coming to third one, that is modeling. The RAD model completes its modeling using three important phases. They are business modeling, and then data modeling and process modeling. The change in this model occurs in modeling phase, and this modeling includes three phases. They are business modeling, data modeling and process modeling. In the business modeling, actually all the requirements related to particular business are gathered, and the information, what is the flow of information, what is the information distribution, and what are the important vital information for business is gathered in business modeling. And after gathering that information, in order to form it as a information, after gathering that information is formed as a data object, and after that attributes are created for these data objects. Then what do you mean by an object and an attribute? You all are having in DBMS objects, attributes. Maybe madam told you about object, like suppose we have book as a object, then author name, book title, then cost of the book. These are nothing but attributes. We call these as attributes, and this as a data object. After collecting information from business modeling, that information is converted to data objects and attributes are created for that data objects. And then after creating the data objects, we are entering into process modeling. In this process modeling, all the data and attributes are gathered and a process model is designed. A process model is designed for any changes or for any enhancements we are going to define in this process modeling phase. And process descriptions such as adding, deleting, retrieving data, modifying data objects are handled in this process modeling. Okay, understood. Business modeling is nothing but gathering information, and data modeling is nothing but converting the information into data objects and creating attributes. And finally, in process modeling, we can make any changes like adding, deleting, retrieving and modifying. After that, we have the phase of construction. Construction is nothing but application generation. We call it in RAD model. Nothing but actual coding part is going to be generated in this phase, and testing is also done. And then last phase is deployment. Deployment is nothing but delivering the software product to the customer. So let us see the diagram of RAD model. In this RAD model, each and everything is divided into teams, actually modules. We divide the whole software project into modules, nothing but different parts: module 1, module 2, module 3. And each and every module is going to be handled by number of teams: team 1, team 2, team 3. In our example, we have two teams, team 1 and team 2. Like that, we have many teams up to team n. Depending on the software project, the project is going to be divided into modules, and each module is handled by each team. Here, team 1, in this process you can see the diagram. First, they are going to handle the business modeling. All the requirements are gathered, they are converted to data objects and attributes. And then process modeling, we can add or delete data objects in this process modeling. All the changes are done, and after that we are writing the coding part, and testing is done in the last phase, testing and turnover. Turnover is nothing but delivering the project to the customer. And similarly, module 1 is going to be finished by team 1, module 2 is going to be done by team 2. After that, whole modules are going to be integrated, and then a final testing is performed and delivered to the customer. These are the phases in RAD model. And coming to some points, here we can say that it uses component based construction. The construction looks like component based construction, and it uses multiple teams, nothing but dividing modules into modules and assigning the modules to different teams. Multiple teams are going to be handle this RAD model, and it requires heavy resources. There are many teams and many people are working on the same project, then we can say that it requires heavy resources. And here we need committed developers and customers. The developers and customers should be committed. And here performance may be some problem, and it is difficult to use with new technologies. If the technology is going to be updated, then this RAD model is difficult to use that, difficult to adapt that. Okay, this is about RAD model. Thank you.